Hello, welcome back to Track and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. We have just finished the Precursor Basin, one of the worst levels in the game. And we're getting on to the other worst level in the game, according to Yu off-screen.
Well, I hope you packed a lunch.
No, Precursor Basin's not that awful.
According to the blue
I know, yeah.
Honestly, it's the better level of this entire segment of the game.
they're planning to use it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Why is there a giant fish-looking balloon?
You're going to have to get
Because
over there.
Gal and Maya are doing something.
Who knows what they might want with the artifact?
Why does it have to look like a fish?
Breath? It just can't be good.
Don't
Wait,
ask
Naughty Dog?
Don't ask me. Ask Andy Gavin and Jason Rubin. They were the ones who made this made Crash, but also this.
Yeah.
Are they still with Naughty Dog?
No, sadly.
Okay.
But
when did they depart from the studio?
I think just after Jack 3 or Jack X.
Ah.
So
After Jack 3 or
before-
Jack X, and
before-
just when they were developing Uncharted.
You know, that kind of once again goes to show that nothing good happens when you name your thing X.
Okay. I remember, as a kid, going through those, two, quote-unquote, bridges, and just jumping in the water, and then jumping, back onto the platforms, just to see the
Taunting
shark,
the fish.
rotate around it.
Haunting the fish.
Yeah, it gives you, hilarious, Jaws vibes.
Welcome to the swamp level, because every game needs a swamp level.
As far as swamp levels go, this is not that bad. There's certainly worse swamp levels in games.
Yeah, but I still think this is the worst level of this entire game.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
It's
so-
just, the
it could
level
be-
layout is just confusing. The level. This is basically Mystic Ruins Jungle, but without the but as a forced level.
That's an insult towards Mystic Runes.
Really? Cause this game, this level is a one big circle.
Yeah, and it's it has so many winding paths too.
Well, those winding paths will give you different
All the stuff you need.
all the stuff you need for 100%, and also one part of several parts of those branching paths lead you to getting rid of that big ass airship thing that looks like a fish, according to Edgy.
Well, it's shaped like a fish.
Yeah,
If it looks like a fish, it's shaped like a fish.
it doesn't act like a fish.
Does it quack like a fish?
Oh, maybe.
Does it quack like a fish? What?
I don't
That's
know.
the saying. If it looks like a duck, and if it quacks like a duck. That's the saying.
If it
Don't
looks
know
like a
who-
duck, it walks like a duck, and sounds like a
Look,
duck,
look.
it's a duck.
Look, just because we don't have any concrete evidence that fish don't quack doesn't mean that they don't do it. Maybe they just mess around with us, and there's a secret civilization of fish people who are vastly more intelligent than we are.
Are you talking about mermen and mermaids?
No, he's talking
No.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob has mermen and mermaids in it.
Did you see that?
Yeah, but they're not fish people.
I mean, they're part fish. But they're not fish people, so you're right. Anyway, Little Mermaid's a good movie.
I've never seen it.
And the worst world in the first two Kingdom Hearts games.
Especially 2.
Honestly, I actually kind of like it more. I actually like Atlantica more in 2 than in 1.
Really? You don't find?
Yeah,
You don't find,
it's
you
like
don't find,
A.
Go ahead.
The musical stuff is actually pretty fun. The musical stuff is actually pretty fun.
Oh.
B, you're not doing bad combat that basically gets rid of so many of your abilities.
Okay, okay, fair, but in terms of rhythm games, though, it's not really that great. The music is out of sync with the button inputs.
Sure.
Well, that can be modded out.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, it's like.
I think.
What?
Well, the Kingdom Hearts collections are now on PC, on Steam. So
Yeah.
it makes sense to think that there is mods for the games that fix it. However, I would not be surprised if, like, they put some sort of DRM over it on or something, because I haven't really seen anything about people modding it.
I mean, I've
But
never
then-
seen.
But then when Kingdom Hearts came to the Epic Games Store, I do recall the game getting pirated pretty early on.
Well, I've never seen mods for the Kingdom Hearts games personally, but I'm not denying that they don't exist.
Yeah.
Any
To be
game
fa-
that goes on PC gets modded anyways, so it's kind of
Well, it depends. It depends. Because most of the one thing that people really associate the most with mods is, okay, this game is great and all, but what if the dragons are replaced by Tom's the Tank Engine?
You've just reminded me of that Source filmmaker frickin' video with that song on it.
Nexus Mods has at least 6 pages of mods for first Kingdom Hearts, that is.
And not
Do you
2.5.
Do you think that?
I'll look more, but some of these are actually kind of fun, kind of really interesting.
Do you think that ChatGPT could? What would happen if ChatGPT made a Thomas the Tank Engine episode?
It would be an awful episode because it wasn't made by human beings.
Well, okay, was the original Thomas the Tank Engine made by human beings? I tell you something, it was made by some really fucking cruel human beings.
But still human beings.
Basically, the entire show is you are a bitch to the system, and if you don't like it, we're gonna lock you up, but still leave you out for everyone to see. That is something that happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
They put you in a shed for the rest of your life, and you get buried alive.
Well, eventually Henry did get. Was it Henry? Eventually he.
No, that wasn't Henry. That was someone else. Henry was like stuck in a tunnel for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the tunnel. But he got eventually freed from it.
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about the storage shed, like in the mountains, and then over time there was like a big landslide or something, like over the shed, and you can't get out, and nobody knew it even existed.
Okay, but I think that's one of the movies you're talking about, and that was like way later into the Thomas cinematic universe.
Yeah, that was also that was a pretty cool. I didn't even need a yellow eco for that. Oh, yellow eco for getting rid of the boulder on that.
But
Speaking
still,
of that-
if I told the ChatGPT chatbot to write a script for a modern episode of Thomas the Tank Engine, I would not be surprised if the episode would read like a YouTube poop.
I mean, I would rather see a Thomas the Tank Engine YouTube poop, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure there's plenty of those.
I know. Anyway, on the subject of like sequence breaking on that, there is a mod for like this game, and just to remind you, I'm playing this on Open Goal. That just gets rid of like a lot of the sequence breaking stuff in it, so to prevent speedrunners from breaking it. And it was like made by like one of the original devs of this game.
Huh, interesting.
And to say that they've like fixed a lot of the stuff that was like that you can like break in half, is like, I mean, they didn't get everything, but they did get like a vast majority of it, and it's such a different experience if you're a speedrunner. Because you're not going through like the different like methods and routes that you usually take, because the game forces you to take the intended route.
I do appreciate it when developers return to their original games when they know they have like a fan base. I'm pretty sure the biggest example of this would be Tom Burton from Traveler's Tales making the director's cut for Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that
And
really is.
or stuff like Ed Fries making Halo for the Atari 2600.
Or someone making Desert Bus for the Atari 2600.
Okay, I'm looking over Kingdom Hearts 2 mods because I'm actually curious if because I'm looking to see if there is a mod for Atlantica. I found one for bearded characters.
Okay, what?
Like give characters beards.
Wait. Okay, now I kind of want to see who was it in Port Royal that had like a big ass beard?
No. I've linked the image page for that mod.
Okay, well done.
That sounds lovely.
What?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god! he looks like he's like about to beat his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like he's definitely got that goatee going on there.
Meanwhile, another
Meanwhile,
minigame time.
Meanwhile, this mini game fucking sucks.
What's a bathtub? Anyway,
I mean, look at that guy's goatee.
Seems some nasty lurker.
Yeah, but that's the average Yu-Gi-Oh player.
And everything they can get their grubby little paws on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there is no mod that fixes the desync in the Atlantica.
Ooh, that's cool.
No, there is no mod.
No, oh, never mind. Sorry. Okay, not really that cool.
So, let me make it clear. Somebody took a look at Kingdom Hearts and was like, I see the problem. Nobody has a beard. And they solved that. But nobody was like, you know what? Let me actually solve this problem. Although, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if they might have actually solved the problem when they brought out the game to Steam.
They didn't solve shit when it came to Steam and Epic.
All we got were character replacement mods and HD and texture mods.
All right.
Like there's a mod that replaces Marluxia with Ruby Rose.
Jesus Christ.
But there's still no Tom's the Tank Engine mod.
No.
Damn. That's usually the one thing people modding first.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
I think it does come down to what you said earlier about there being some sort of DRM that prevents you from modding like the Kingdom Hearts games that much. So
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I could be wrong. We could be wrong, but it does seem like a plausible explanation.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything about the Nouveau, but I have no doubt that it was there for the Epic Games Store version. And there is of course also the fact that there are two different versions on PC, and that could also be standing in the way of mods.
Yeah.
Because
Actually, when you
unless it's something like Fallout New Vegas, for example, there are guides for how to install certain mods on the different versions, but 9 out of 10 times you can just implement Nexus Mod Manager and install mods like that, and it would work fine. Only when you try to install the really ambitious mods is when you have to struggle a bit. I mean, I still haven't attempted to install Fallout London on my Steam version of Fallout 4. But I also haven't really found the urge to play it. From what I've played, it's interesting, but I've refunded my GOG copy for a reason. Plus, I'm still in the middle of playing Fallout 4, so yeah, I do not want to override it with the mod.
Well, good luck with that. It's pretty long.
Yeah, I do think Fallout London is pretty interesting, but it's not on my priority list.
It's not high on the priority list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, balloon.
Goodbye, fish balloon.
How weak was that rope that was able to basically just break off from that one spot that was hold on?
Well, it needed those 4 tethers to, like, make it not so, fragile and break easily.
No, I know that, but it's like but how fragile was the rope?
I don't know. It's not very good rope to use, anyways.
Yeah.
Fortunate for us. It's fortunate for us since, like, we prevented.
We prevented Gall and Maya from feeling the weather.
No, we prevented them from, like, getting their hands on, like, part of a big ass precursor robot, which according to Samos is what that was in the.
They still get it though. They still get it though. That's the final boss.
Well, they got it from somewhere else, just not here. We just kind of delayed the inevitable a little bit. I will say that the final boss in this game is pretty good. It's easy, but, like, it's a pretty good conclusion to a good platforming game. And
I still think that 3's boss is the best.
Oh, I fucking adore Jak 3's final boss so much.
Granted, Jak 3 is honestly my favorite of the 3 games. So
I mean,
I'm probably more biased for that.
I mean, personally, this game is my absolute favorite because it's the purest, like, platformer, just like everyone else's opinion. But I won't deny that Jak 3 is a really close second. Because I agree that Jak 3 is a lot better than Jak 2. Because they fixed a lot of problems with Jak 2, and not only did they fix them, they made them, like, the best part of the game. I've said this already, but I'm gonna say it again for emphasis.
And you get to say it again when we do Jak 2.
Well, and I'm excited, and I'm
again,
pretty excited for
we do
that.
Jak 3.
Again,
we do Jak 3.
Which I'm excited for Jak 3, not as much as 2. But
Nope.
But we'll get to there when we get to there. Stay tuned.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to finally get my hands on with Jak: The Lost Frontier.
Okay, thanks for announcing that you're going to do that for me.
I never said I was doing it.
No, too late.